Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. It's time to crown some all JM winners. Silver Daisies, do we got any? Maybe. Stay tuned. Listen up. Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. We are coming to you live from the owner's suite here in Jersey City, and we have to finish up our All JM team regular seasons brought to you by SeatGeek. And if you'd use code TALKIN, TALKIN, you get $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Use their app, use their website. A lot of tickets for a lot of different things, so enjoy that. Is that the main shot? What shot are we using anyway? Trev's here and in person. Jake's got a nice hat on.
Yeah.
Well, what's your hat say?
Peddler's Fork. Shout out Robbie.
Shout out Robbie.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Doing well. Happy to be in person. All these eps are so much more fun when we're together. I mean, it doesn't happen that often. So we had a nice day here in the warehouse. And honestly, I've put 2023 season behind me already. I'm on a 2024. Craig Counsell's the difference maker. We all get it. Right. But we have some tidying up to do with this. And as we've kind of peeked into our sheet, there's going to be some discussion.
It's exciting. I was excited, James, Trev, Davis, all in person for All JM. And last year, All JM was a pretty big ep for us. So I was excited that the people leaned into it, we've leaned into it, and we know the players tune in. So there's going to be some heartstrings, and kind of what Trev was saying, for me, this is the final bow on 23. This is it. This is my final hour 15 on 2023, and it's over.
Okay.
So I'm excited to give out some petals, maybe some daisies,
I think
John?
there is a silver daisy.
Might be a couple. Let's get right into it then. We start in the AL, and we start behind the dish.
With a hard one. To me, it's hard.
It's a hard one for Trev. We got top four. I'm looking in front of me. And again, if this is your first time tuning in, this is the easiest of the All JM for you to follow. It's the whole season.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not just September. The
Farm
whole
to
season.
table.
Yeah. So we got Yainer Diaz, Jonah Heim, Cal Raleigh, and Adley Rushman.
With an honorable mention of Sal Perez down in Kansas City.
Hot.
Down. Yeah.
Your guy.
Down? Yeah, we're down.
Your guy.
It is my guy, Sal.
Trev, what makes this a tough decision for you on these guys?
Well, I guess we'll go through who we've picked all year long. This is not a daisy. Spot Jonah Heim in April, Adley Rushman in May, Jonah Heim again in June, Jonah Heim again in July, Adley in August. So it's been a two-horse race, and it kind of is that for me again. Adley, I like the OBP that he brings. He's going to be at 374, 92 walks to 101 strikeouts. You guys know I love that. I love the 1-to-1 ratio. He's played it in the most games. Jonah Heim has the defensive stats. I believe he just won the Gold Glove in the AL for catchers. Check me on that, but I think that's true. I have two guys that I'm deciding with. I think I have a lean. Do you want me just to give my pick, or?
I guess I'll half tee it up a little more for me. If you told me to pick between Heim and Raleigh, I don't know if we'd ever get out of here.
Okay.
I am leaning Adley because the on-base percentage is the only thing that jumps out. A couple of the defensive stats listed, the counting stats, everything else. I mean, the slugging, everything seems to balance out with these guys. The only thing that feels like an outlier is the fact that Adley Rushman gets on base at a 374 clip. So that we're looking for difference makers, and that's kind of the only thing I see.
I see games played. I mean, Adley played the whole season. Okay. Catcher DH, 154 games. Diaz has great numbers. His offense is there. His pop's there. His slugging's there. Dusty's out of town now, so he gets his shot next year. You know, Maldy and Dusty, maybe they're in the sunset together. I have no idea. But Adley Rushman is my guy for this. And, yeah, he has it's close. Some slash lines he's not winning, but the fact that he went kind of pole to pole behind the dish, playing the position, and I love the walk rate. I love the walk rate and strikeout rate. I mean, he's got the lowest K rate and the highest walk rate out of these four dudes. So Adley for me.
Let's not forget Cal Raleigh in Seattle. I think the 30 homers maybe pops off the page a little bit, right? Adley
Big
with 20.
dumper.
Yanier Diaz with 23 in the short amount of time. So if you're going like homers per game, Yanier's got it. Or is it Yainer? Why do I keep saying Yanier? It's Yainer. What am I
Blame
doing?
Dusty.
Sorry about that. So did you go Adley? Or did you just win Adley?
I think we both are Adley.
I think we're both Adley.
So
that means you get the freedom
Yeah,
to
I
make
know.
someone else's day.
if you had to pick between Heim or Raleigh, I'm interested where you would go.
both very good defensively. Heim was Gold Glove. I think if I had to pick, though, I'd go Raleigh just because he's got the 30 homers and he's got he also plays banger defense. So I'm going to give this one to Cal Raleigh, though, because he played enough games. I mean, 145 games. He's there. I'll give my vote to Cal. You guys got Adley and snaps for Adley.
Might be he might win a couple All JM teams coming up if he continues.
All right, we got another Y Diaz top of the list at the first base position. That's Yandy Diaz, and he is up for a Silver Daisy. He has won every single month of this stretch, coming to try and steal the spot. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He made this list?
Yes.
That was just to piss off all the Blue Jays fans that are always mad.
Okay.
Nathaniel Lowe and Josh Naylor. 20 people just got so upset. They'll tweet him.
There's an honorable mention of Tristan Casas and Spencer Torkelson. I think we can go ahead and just kind of declare our first Silver Daisy winner.
AL first base, what happened? Vladdy, let's go, dude.
It's been that way. We talk about this. First base is kind of like the new rest day, or can kind of do that with guys. Put some your utility guys go there sometimes.
I agree with that sentiment, Jake, but Yandy numbers aren't the best of a bad bunch. His numbers are awesome.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not like
Yandy deserves all the love. It's just kind of like, fellas.
yes, but his numbers are amazing. They're great. I mean, a 522 slug on the year. He has a 3.45.
Yes.
The coveted 3.45.
Yes.
311 average. Where the fuck is that? 410 on base, 522 slugging. So that's a great year from Yandy Diaz. I agree. The rest of the staff
Step it up.
It was like an ace and no one else if this was rotation, but Yandy gets it, and that's a silver. I mean, that's silver.
That's real claps.
It's a daisy.
Congratulations.
I mean, that's.
I will also say Vladdy has a daisy, so the AL first base position has given out daisies.
Have
before.
a good year.
Yeah,
Win a daisy.
Maybe there's always a cream of the crop.
Speaking of cream of the crop, this is also easy. This is another guy that's up for a Silver Daisy, another guy that I believe just ran away with his position. This is Marcus Semien at second base. We also have Jose Altuve, Brandon Drury, Gleyber Torres, honorable mention is Jimenez, and my guy, LeBon Frappeur, Eddie Julian out of Minnesota. But Marcus is 106 all games, not just 162.
LeBon Frappeur?
LeBon Frappeur. And he's the good hitter.
I don't know if we keep track of individual votes. I don't know if Semien has gotten I think Yandy, all three of us every month have been, he's the pick. No one's ever gotten a vote. I don't think Semien has, because I think I voted for Altuve in the past. And looking at it again, I love Altuve's numbers. But
you're not in on the all, like Semien crushed this, because I am. I don't think it's close.
Defense helps out a ton. I mean, offensively, Altuve's got awesome numbers.
Did Altuve only play 90 games?
Yeah, so
was
that's what it is. And Semien played 162.
But that's
You're right,
insane.
Trev. You're not even.
What Altuve's numbers landed at for 90 games is absurd.
This is
76 runs in 90 games.
You know what? He could have won July, August, September, but he didn't.
Yeah, Semien played almost double the games, and he doubled them in triples. So the math adds up.
Right.
Yep.
Doubled in doubles, too. 21 for Altuve, 40 for Semien.
Semien ends up 29 homers, 100 ribbies right on the nose, 72 walks to 110 strikeouts, so that's a pretty good ratio there. The defense has been awesome. And remember, this guy left shortstop, man. Like, I love that he's changed positions and was a stud. I'm going Semien.
That 162 with the numbers and the defense at Semien.
Silver Daisy.
Hell of a 90 games for Altuve, though.
Yeah. And let's not forget, Marcus Semien also played every single game in the playoffs, too. So I think it's the second most games ever, except Matsui. Did he do?
It was him and Matsui, yeah.
You think he's tired?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I do.
I don't think he is. I think he's different.
Okay.
He's got that intensity in his eyes.
Where do you think he went on vacation?
He could breathe because he's got the shit, bro.
You know Simeon. Where's he going on vacation?
Okay, I mean, he's been in Northern California for a long time. I think he probably takes it to somewhere where he can just chill. Beachy is what I'm thinking.
I was
got a
definitely
real
beachy.
south of the equator.
He's not going to the Vatican.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't want to say Fiji because I think he's got young kids and
Oh, that's a bad flight with young kids.
maybe just Hawaii. Yeah, good job. Congratulations on Hawaii.
Enjoy your trip to Hawaii, man.
And then they
Say hi
send
to
the
Kurt
kids.
Suzuki.
I think they go early. The kids hang out with grandma for 2 days, and they do like a weekend alone. Then the kids join them with grandma on vacation. All right. Moving on to the AL shortstop position. Trev, do you want to read us the past winners here?
I will. So Jorge Mateo in April for Baltimore was a gangster. So he got it in April. Wander Franco, and then it was the Corey Seager show. He won it in July. He won it in August. And if I'm looking at the numbers right now, I'll read off the guys we have. It's Bo Bichette. It's J.P. Crawford. It's Corey Seager. It's Bobby Witt with a late push there. Gunnar Henderson is going to be nominated with the third baseman. So he's an honorable mention here. But if I'm looking at these numbers, guys, he only played 119 games, but he's got more doubles and more homers than any other player. I think Bobby Witt might have him in the – nope, he has more extra base hits in 119 games than anybody else did. So the numbers he put up offensively are great. Defense, not as good as Bobby Witt Jr. as far as F4 defense, but I think I'm leaning Seager. 169 weighted runs created plus. He almost 3.46'd it with a 327, 390, 623. He ended up with a 1.013 OPS, and to me it's Corey Seager.
Yeah, I mean, this becomes a game of, and we started doing this around midseason when we were like, how many games did Seager play? When you go, I think if you go Bichette versus Crawford would give me a slight lean, just defense and on-base percentage. When you go Crawford, Bobby Witt, if we did our OPSS stat,
with the bags,
on-base plus slugging, he would be in a silly area. I mean, he had 49 stolen bases this year, and I think he got a little bit jobbed in the Gold Glove voting. I don't know if he should have won, but he should have been at least a finalist who's really good this year.
30-30.
30-30 that
I agree with your Gold Glove opinion.
Corey Seager.
Who got it for
Volpe.
That's right, Volpe did.
Corey Seager had 164 less at-bats than Bobby Witt, whose numbers are great. And in those 164 less at-bats, he out-doubled them 42-28. Out-homered him. He out-homered everyone. He had 150 less at-bats than everyone else.
Yes.
If we need
So the counting numbers are there, and the slug and the slash line is way there.
Yeah.
Is he going to finish second in the MVP?
So Chris Rose asked me this question. I'm curious to see what you guys say. Can this be considered one of the greatest individual seasons of all time? Knowing what we know now in the playoffs, he won the whole thing, won MVP. Like, I know he missed some games, so like you could hold that against him a little bit, but like the way he played and the way it finished, he might have, it's one of the best seasons that's ever been played.
I know people hate this. The Yankee fan in me just like boiled to a fucking rage that the Rangers picked up Simeon and Seager and they won the World Series and they're both getting MVP contention and the Yankees desperately needed a shortstop and they said, nah.
Well, they got the Gold Glove winner.
I apologize. This isn't talking Yankees. Talking about. I'm boiling with rage right now.
These guys talking about the Yankees.
Fuck Seager. Congrats.
Seager.
Best seasons ever. By Chris Rose.
Dude, lefty, simple dude. I mean,
click.
Please.
Please.
All right, we're moving on to third
Do
base.
you know that joke yet?
I don't want to know. Do you guys have too many inside jokes for me
you're
now?
gonna love this one. No, hold
Joe's, I'm out on your inside jokes.
No, you're gonna.
Okay, Sanjo.
You're gonna love this one.
During the live streams.
So Austin Hedges comes up to the plate.
Okay.
In that first World Series
okay.
game.
That was
Jake
Rose's tweet.
But Jake, before that tweet came out, Jake goes to the live stream. Goes, the horniest guy in the world is right now, and be like Joe's. He's like Chris Rose, and then after setting that table, someone pulls up the tweet and Rose tweeted, please, please,
All
please.
Chris Rose could muster. Please,
Yeah.
please.
Well,
The horniest tweet you ever
it
seen.
was a quick at bat too.
Yeah.
That was a quick one. All right, we are on the third baseman.
Yes. This is a tough one. This is tricky.
So April, my guy Matt Chapman, and then it was Josh Jung, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
So Jose caught fire at the end of the season, and now can you read it because I just lost?
Yeah. Devers, Henderson makes the list at the end here. Isaac Paredes led the Rays in home runs, and Jose Ramirez. And Isaac got a fighting chance here, in my opinion, but I don't. Devers also finished pretty strong offensively.
Yeah, shoot. This is a tough one. We got a bunch of guys with, close to 30 homers. The RBI are high as well. The slash lines are eerily similar. No one's really running away with this. And
the slash lines are very similar.
Yeah.
And so are the walk and strikeouts beside Henderson, who struck out a ton. Devers.
So for people who are wondering how close are they, Devers ended up with an 851 OPS. Gunnar Henderson ended up with an 814 OPS. Isaac Paredes ended up with an 840 OPS, and Jose Ramirez ended up with an 831 OPS. So these are very similar offensive players.
The weighted runs created plus is 124 for Devers, 123 for Henderson, 137 for for Paredes, and 123 for J-Ram. I mean, this is close offensively.
J-Ram's got the stolen bases, 28 bags. Next closest person is 10, so I think that makes me lean that way. Jake?
I'd like to give that a little. I know you've been our honorable mention guy. Bregman and Josh Young, honorable mention. AL third base.
Hot. It's been hot.
Everything I said about AL first base, I like what I'm seeing here. But I don't know how do you split this up.
28 stolen bases is a pretty good, we talked about how offensively it's all there. And J-Ram's a positive on defense, where Devers, per the stats, which I don't even really trust, so I don't know why I'm saying it, but they're negative.
87
Isak got hit 20 times.
Nice. Yeah,
That's a
I guess
lot.
he's big and he's kind of over the plate.
But they never intentionally walked him. So that's a knock on Paredes. No one ever was like,
No fear factor.
Let's just go around this guy. I don't even know how to pronounce his
They had a
name.
really big offense for a while there, too. Jose Ramirez has 73 walks to 73 strikeouts. That tickles my fancy. So he's got me there and the stolen bases. I think I'm ready to. He has got the most games played, most at-bats,
He got the
plate
most doubles.
appearances, most hits, most doubles.
I'm locked in.
Is there a Gunnar Henderson argument?
Nope. Not on my page. J-Ram.
But
Yes, there is. There's an argument for all these guys. It's a really good stacked position. They all deserve love. Can't do it.
I'm going Jose Ramirez.
This isn't the 60s anymore. I'm going J-Ram.
There's a part of J-Ram that feels cop-outy because these numbers are so close, but I do think if this was even a blind taste test, we would all land on J-Ram because he has the only separators between stolen bases or not striking out.
Yep.
Those are literally the only difference.
And he's a switch hitter.
He's really good.
Yep. Man, a little on the shorter side.
Congratulations. I think you just get snaps. Claps are only for Silver Daisy winners.
But I like the depth at the position.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Wow.
And things are about to get messy. Why don't you guys start sorting out what you think is
okay?
going to happen? Awful Brian Cash. Fuck. Like that. Well, you guys start sorting through that AL outfield because it's a mess. And I'll tell you to start sorting through Waterboy. What? With the holidays approaching, our sponsor, Waterboy, is here to help you prepare for those nasty holiday hangovers. There's nothing worse than feeling like a Grinch while everyone else in the family is rocking around the Christmas tree. Waterboy's a hydration powder. I've been messing these up around the office. I tend to find I don't drink enough water during the day, so I pop in my Waterboy. 3 times the electrolytes of Liquid IV. Eat it. For this holiday season, our listeners will get 15% off your entire order with our exclusive link at waterboy.com/baseball. Boom. That's easy. Hundreds of thousands of people already trust Waterboy as their hangover cure. It's time to stop dealing with that hangxiety alone. For a limited time, my listeners get an exclusive, our listeners get an exclusive 15% off discount with our link at waterboy.com/baseball. 15% off waterboy.com/baseball. We'll see you this holiday season.
I love to have some big, bold reds during the holiday season, I'm going to be using some Water Boy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am. And you're right. This is a mess in the outfield. There's a lot of players. There's the Aaron Judge factor, 106 games played, but he's a monster. I'm not going to read all the selections for this. The last 2 months, there is nobody up for a Silver Daisy. Last 2 months, it's been Adolis Garcia, Luis Robert, Kyle Tucker. And then in August, it was Luis Robert, Julio Rodriguez, and Kyle Tucker. So it's kind of been all over the place. Arozarena had the first 3 months, fell off a little bit. Luis Robert, last 3 months, but not the first 2 months. So it's kind of all over the place. We can kind of make our selections free of any of those.
So I do
Who's
have
the center fielder?
I do have a path for us, because for those, if you are new, we do need a center fielder. That's a requirement. We treat center field as a unique position. Otherwise, outfielders can kind of play the outfield.
So that's pretty easy then.
Well, it's Luis Robert and Julio Rodriguez, who, I mean, their numbers ain't too far off. I think there's a world where they can both make it, but that starts to get a little crazy itself.
Julio's a center fielder. I think his numbers are just a little bit better than Lou Bob. So I'm going to go ahead and cast my vote for center fielder. Then we can kind of work on the corners. If you guys want to do your center field vote, I think there's enough there for me.
Can you explain why you have Julio over Lubom? I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm interested
Okay.
why your confidence.
Games, plate appearances, at bats, doubles, homers. Or no, homers is, gosh, that is so small right now. Homers is Lou Bob. Runs is Julio. RBI is Julio. Like, there's a lot of things for me.
It's pretty close. They're very similar in a lot of ways. Julio's got 17 more bags.
6 more caught stealing. Lubob's got 6 more, 38 homers from a center fielder.
And does Lubob grade out better defensively? He's got better.
I think they both grade out
pretty well. Yeah,
Very similar.
Is one of these guys not getting a pedal if they don't get center field?
That's what I'm saying. I think both of these guys are potentially in play.
You think so?
But it does feel odd having 2 outfielders that have OPSs in the 7s. Like,
Yes.
the outfield, like you're looking for pop.
Center fielder's his own thing.
But there's also not
I
a
don't
lot of other
think-
runaway guys.
I don't think these guys are getting another outfield spot.
Here's some of the other guys we're considering besides that. So Rosarena, Adolis, Aaron Judge, Kepler, Josh Lowe, Chaz McCormick, Santander, and Kyle Tucker. Jesus was a Carpenter. Kerry Carpenter's on our honorable
Right.
mention list.
Right.
Yoshida is also there. This is the most difficult position because we have to pick 3, one center
Well,
fielder.
I think I'm gonna put the onus on Jom here. I think I'm going Luis Robert.
Okay.
I liked his numbers better too, which is why I was interested why Trev said it was a runaway. I thought it was a great follow-up by you, Jake. I was trying to figure out what numbers you saw.
Every counting stat besides homers is Julio. And similar defense, more bags.
Yeah, but I mean, doubles are even.
Well, they're not because he's got one more.
Well, 36, 37.
He's got one more triple.
I mean, those are even.
He's got 12
You
more
need
runs.
at least,
12 more runs. He's got 23 more runs driven
I mean,
in.
Robert's on the White Sox.
I'm just saying,
You can't
bro.
control who's hitting behind him and in front of him.
This is a
stink fest.
You guys tell me all the time this is a results-based industry.
It is.
I am
Right.
always telling you that.
Yes.
For awards, we can't go predictive
I like
stats.
J-Rod's stolen bases, but I don't like the caught stealing. It's a lot.
Better walk percentage, less K percentage.
Yeah, Lou Bob's out slugging him.
Just out slugging.
Higher OPS, higher weighted runs created plus. It's very even.
Very even.
I'll go J-Rod because I feel like more Mariners fans are tuning in than White Sox fans.
That's wow.
Welcome to the real world, bitch.
Wow.
That's how life works sometimes.
Okay, so center fielder's out. Center field is out.
Congrats, Julio.
Congrats, Julio. There is an argument to be made. We established with Seager how he had less games and less at-bats, but he got there with a lot of the counting numbers. And Judge got to 37 home runs, which puts him third on this list behind Garcia and Robert. So we need to decide if you guys think Judge played enough games and did enough in those games. Because if he's out, it changes wildly. If you think he got to the counting numbers, the only one on this list that has a 1-dot OPS, 1.019, 613 slugging. The only one on this list that has a 613 slugging, 406.
No one else is even in the nines for OPS.
But it was less games. So, okay, you can have a better slash line and less games. So did he do enough in the counting numbers, like we said with Seager, in that small time? He played for a horrible team. You got to remember.
If we didn't give him anything the last 3 months, how can we give him all of a sudden September through?
Because he played all of September.
You think that September surpassed those other 3 months? I don't know, man.
Well,
we did just give it to Corey Seager with 119 games played, but there was nobody really close to him. So Judge
and I made the argument that his counting stats were with his fellow men, and Judge has 37 homers, and he has 75 RBIs. We're looking at, there's a lot of people on this list with less or right around there.
So I'm
88 walks, 9 intentional walks. Take that, Isak.
I'm gonna look up one thing,
but
I think
it could not.
We'll
but
change the tone a little bit, because Aaron Judge was banged up at different points this year, so he DH'd a little more. Aaron Judge only played 67 games in the outfield. He had 38 DH days.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I think with that all in, I don't think Judge.
Yeah, I think he's
all
out
right.
as well.
That's fair.
Me.
That's fair.
Can I just give a?
Can I nominate someone then?
Yeah, you nominate. I also wanted to nominate, but you go first.
I will nominate a guy named Kyle Tucker.
Okay, he's on my list.
I mean, 140 weighted runs created plus, 886 OPS, 517 slugging, 369 on base percentage, 284 average. You like all of those. The walk rate is the highest or second highest among the qualified players here, while the strikeout rate is the lowest amongst the players we're looking at. So also grabbed 30 bags.
Yeah. That always sneaks up on you.
I'm in on Kyle Tucker.
I'm in on Kyle Tucker. He has the best offensive numbers. Houston fans.
It's kind of a win for me because I nominated him.
It's me, it's me, crazy Uncle Jake. Houston fans.
No, he's a stud.
His defense said it didn't rate out well this year. So did it feel that way or no? But he traditionally plays great defense.
By who?
He had sports.
Because Bobby Witt crushed outs above average, and DRS hated him. And Gold Glove's dude, Gold Glove has a big stink eye on it right now. Like a big, we're watching you. Like this is a suspect award.
The history of that award is it goes to the best offensive player.
People are starting to not trust the Gold Glove process anymore. And when I say people, I mean me. And then when I say starting to, I never have. Always. It's not a real award. Who cares?
It's the best award that's not a real award. So we got two people.
If it was real, it would be the best award ever.
It's still the best award because you get to show it off every single day.
I know. Like if you got the bat with a silver bat, do silver sluggers get like a silver writing?
No.
Oh my god.
All right, so we got two, and we gotta go, guys. This is too much on Gold Gloves and Aaron Judge. Why were we even talking about him?
We had to rule him out.
Unbelievable. I will nominate a guy, and you guys can tell me if you want it. I think Adolis Garcia is my guy. Watching him do what he did with the Rangers all year long.
If we did this before the playoffs, is he your guy?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, he's got the most homers. He's got the most RBIs besides Kyle Tucker. And those are the things I like. And I believe he led the outfield in assists as well. I just think he was a difference maker, man.
Can I nominate someone that's mad at you about your nomination?
Sure.
Boy.
His name's Josh Lowe. 292 batting average.
Okay.
335 on base. The average is higher than Adolis. The on-base percentage is higher than Adolis. He had a 500 slugging. That's 8 points less than Garcia. Hit an 835 OPS, 1 point less than Garcia. Josh Lowe, let me just look at, he had a better weighted runs created plus, and let me look at his games played because I didn't look at that at all, and that could be.
I think where Josh Lowe can be tripped up, and I want you to double check the numbers. Kind of a platoon guy, which I know for starting AL outfield.
I'm a big guy
tough.
on that. Yeah, no, you're out.
Do you have someone to
Well, I
favor?
didn't nominate him that I was mad.
You already nominated
You
someone, so
nominated.
you're out.
I nominated a guy that's mad about the Garcia. That's not me.
I think people can dig up my previous All JM votes. I am an Adolis Garcia guy. Obviously, this postseason was nice, but in theory, that's not being counted here.
Lowe's out.
He contributed defensively and offensively. His offense can go toe-to-toe with everyone on this list. And counting stats do get tricky because there is a lot of team facts. Like the fact that he had Simeon and Seager in front of them to drive in, the fact he had protection behind him is pretty nice. But the fact, we can't just throw out counting stats for that reason. He had 39 homers. 108 runs is the most on this list. 107 RBI is second on the list to Kyle Tucker, who's on the team. You mentioned the outfield assists. One of the scariest dudes in the plate, in the batter's box in baseball. I think I'm casting my vote.
No, you have a free vote for nothing.
I vote for nothing.
Congratulations, AL outfields. That was a tough one. Holy shnikey.
No, I would vote for Garcia.
I think that was the toughest one on the sheet. Luckily, AL designated hitter, this Jordan guy didn't play enough games, but this Shohei guy did, I think. If you remember.
I mean, Shohei outslugged him.
Shohei had 44 homers this year.
Congrats to Shohei Ohtani, if you didn't know what you were
That
talking about.
was not a silver daisy. Our DH selection is Brent Rooker, and then Jordan, and then it's been Shohei since June. Shohei, please go break the bank. We're rooting for you, buddy. We can go to utility position now. Taylor Walls.
20 swipes for Shohei, too, by the
Whoops.
Board.
Taylor
Trail runner
Walls
every time.
Had it in April. Zach McKinstry had it in May. Ezekiel Duran had it in June. Luke Raley had it in July, and he had it in August. So there is no silver daisy potential here. But I enjoy the util position.
It's a construct, huh?
I believe this is your chance to nominate unless you have someone that you think has run away with it.
Man, your Willie Castro has snuck onto this list, which there's been a lot of fun times he's jumped on the boat. For me, I've fallen into the Luke Raley hole because his offense is a difference maker, where a lot of these other guys' year-end numbers, Merrifield and Dubon, I mean, you're looking at low OBPs, low OPS. I mean, Merrifield's OPS lands at 7, flat. Dubon a couple points ahead of him. Like Luke Raley, 824 OPS. That's a middle of the lineup. That's a guy.
Yeah.
That for me, that's the difference maker. But I know pure util he doesn't feel as sexy because it's a lot of corners in first. Although I know he was getting some center field as well. So I'm kind of a Raley guy. I'm open. But I'm not seeing it from the other dudes.
I have to give my votes. It's not going to be Luke Raley. It's going to be Willie Castro. I know I saw him more than any of you guys did.
Yes.
He moved everywhere, dude. Like, he played all the positions. In a pinch, even during games, he was doing this a lot. Rocco was starting him in one spot. Pinch hit, he'd go somewhere else. He played center. He played left. I don't believe he played right, but he played third base. He played shortstop. He played second base. He's all over the place, and he was a threat on the base pass, 33 bags, I believe he got. I'm going to vote for him because I think he was one of, if not the most valuable player for the Twins. Like, the ability to move him around gave Rocco the freedom to do a lot of different things. So because I saw that firsthand a lot, I know what he meant to the Twins. I'm going to give him my vote, and I guess that means we've just done it to you again, James.
I'm not voting for Luke Raley because he doesn't fit my personal criteria of util, which is usually why I abstain from this category because
tough.
Otherwise people get mad at me. But corner outfield, and 9 starts.
9 starts in center?
Yeah, that's not a lot. This stinks that it's on me now.
Did I persuade you enough with my Willie Castro verbiage?
Sure, let me go look at Dubon.
Okay.
Willie's probably my 2.
And just an awesome guy.
Which is huge.
It's huge. It's our team, guys.
It's our year. Dubon, second base, 24 starts in center field. So but what are the numbers? Same exact slug as Willie. Willie Castro wins it, I guess.
Yes. All right, Willie.
Wow.
Way to go, Willie.
Representing MN. Moving on to starting pitcher.
Who won UTIL like the month before?
Luke Raley won it the last 2. We have his it was a lot of corner outfield. He started playing center maybe in September then?
Yeah, he played a lot in August, and he grades well at all. Pitched twice.
I like the Willie argument.
I'm comfortable with Willie. Luke Raley was utility.
So for starting pitcher, Garrett Cole, Nathan Eovaldi, Framber Valdez.
When he started at center, they'd move him off.
And then 2 more Garrett Cole. So Garrett Cole's 3 months.
Same with Willie.
So, all right, so we got to do NL now?
No.
Or pitcher, sorry. Fucking pitchers.
I think this one's
Cole.
pretty easy. This is Garrett Cole. He's got the best whip, best opponent's average. The other guys, everything. Most innings, most strikeouts. No, I guess Kevin Gausman had him in strikeouts. The other guys mentioned Kyle Bradish, Gausman, Sonny Gray, George Kirby. Honorable mention, Luis Castillo, Zach Eflin, Pablo Lopez. Shout out my twins who were really good. Sonny, 32 starts. Garrett Cole, 33 starts. So lower ERA. I think this one's Garrett, and I don't think it's particularly close. So if you're in and you're in.
Don't think we're fighting you on that.
Go
Snaps to Garrett
Cole.
The thing I may fight you about before we get to the National League, because the first 3 positions in the NL are actually kind of worm burners.
Can't wait.
But Miracle Made. Winter's here. And that means you're struggling to find the right temp. Temps get cold. You're getting chillier. You're turning on the heat. What are you doing with your sheets? Well, with Miracle Made, they have self-cooling properties for better quality sleep. Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature. Plus, self-cleaning prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, which can clog your pores, allowing them to stay cleaner and fresh. They're luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag and the perfect holiday gift. So, why don't you go to trymiracle.com/talkin to try it today or gift it to someone special this holiday season. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Save over 40%. And if you use our promo code TALKIN at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle Made is so confident in their product, it's back with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Trymiracle.com/talkin. Code TALKIN. 3 free piece towel set. Save 40%. What are you doing? Load up.
What are you doing? Load up. Something before I forget, even though the people at home, this isn't for you. It's a behind-the-scenes conversation of a different podcast, so you can close yours real quick. We may have to scrap that Talkin' Yanks and do a new one. These quotes are crazy. Oh, so we might have to do an impromptu one this week?
Wow.
We can definitely do another Talkin' Yanks if you get it down to talk.
I didn't see the quotes. Let's do them after.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We're going to start with the NL in the catcher's position, and I need to get back to it.
Are you out on Wilson Contreras because of his Instagram post? Is that docu points here?
He was mad about
Ross got fired, and he said, about time.
Oh, that one, too. And then did Williams do something also, or was it just Wilson? I feel like I saw Williams do something, too. I don't know. This one, people, this is the last chance for a silver daisy. Sean Murphy has ran pole to pole. April, May, June, July, August. He's done it all. And you know what? I mean, he's looking good overall. Although you have a guy, and I think I have a guy that's, it's mighty close. Our guys listed are William and Wilson Contreras. Like, awesome that these brothers are listed on here. Like, don't think that's
Goes
not
a little
awesome.
too under the radar.
That's awesome.
I mean, the fact that he replaced Yachty, who was another catching family.
Yeah.
Something weird about
Yeah.
that. Is there a third Contreras catcher out there, and they're just like coming for
Possibly.
all the Molinas?
Possibly.
There really is?
He's on it.
And then Sean Murphy. Then Will Smith is also listed here, and JT Realmuto is our honorable mention. Sean Murphy,
I got to be honest.
108 games played.
I'm big Sean Murphy fan.
Yes.
Trade happened. I was like, oh my God, Braves, they got a stud. Defense is incredible. He batted out of this world. Batted.
Yeah, that's weird.
I hate to be gamist, but at the catcher position, 108 games compared to these other guys that have very similar, if not better, numbers. I don't know if I can pedal daisy this man.
Yeah, but want to know how many games William
I wanna know how many-
Contreras
yeah.
started at catching?
I do.
108.
Look at that.
Okay. Did Sean Murphy ever DH?
If Sean Murphy
Probably not.
If Sean Murphy
Probably not.
never DH'd, and it's just he just can't DH because
Four games started at DH.
Okay,
So,
so that rules out the games.
that rules out being gamist in my opinion.
Although,
Well, you
Does it?
yeah because
Because Adley DH sometimes.
if they rotate
Like,
yeah but
you use
yeah
that
but,
argument
no
for
but
him.
if William Contreras and Murphy rotate teams,
you don't think he DH?
I
on
think the
Braves.
DH is flipped.
Adley caught 110.
I think the DH is flipped. I think that Sean Murphy would DH a
Okay,
lot with the
so-
Brewers and Contreras would DH not a lot.
Right,
with,
but we can't penalize William
Let's-
Contreras for that. I mean, this is what
I'm not
happens.
penal. I'm just saying I think it's fair. Now we make up our minds, but I don't think me, Gamis doesn't
Agreed.
come into play.
Agreed. So I think we're narrowing it down to those two guys, Wilson and Will Smith. Great years, but I think just looking around, I think it's those two. Does Will Smith enter the conversation? I think he does.
He's been around it all year. It's
Gosh,
crazy.
dang! I thought it was going to be easier. I thought it was going to be between those two guys. But if we are going, and these guys are also close in the games caught, William Contreras kind of has like the counting stats and kind of like maybe has my vote. He's got more hits, way more doubles. He's right around. They're all close in homers. They're all close in runs, or at least him and Will Smith are. But William has it in runs, has it in RBI, has it in stolen bases. Sean Murphy gets helped a lot by his 18 hit by pitches with that big old butt.
Oh, flat ass William.
I'm going to cast my vote right now because I like doing it early. It's fun for me. I'm going to go with William Contreras and not Sean Murphy to win the through September.
Well,
There is a third Contreras brother. He's older than them. I don't see a record of him playing.
let's start training.
Yeah. Get in the lab.
You're not.
Listen to your brothers.
Yes.
I kind of regret just throwing that out there right now because Sean Murphy is so close and it is for a Silver
You hate
Daisy.
this dude. I mean, you're
Like
anti-Sean
that kind of
Murphy.
means something actually to me if you have a chance.
You're anti-Sean Murphy. That's been clear.
Well, is it your turn to nominate?
Does the third Contreras brother's name start with Will? Wilmer,
Of course it
William, and
does.
And
Wilson.
that's obvious.
Obviously.
Well,
I think
I
you got to make
think-
the move, Jim, because we've been cornering you with the final pick a lot.
Yeah, you nominate.
I'm going William Contreras.
Hold on.
Well, it's a two-man sweep. Sean Murphy vote over, but William wins.
That's why I thought maybe
You
you
cast
should
This
go.
is tough. This is tough.
You casted your vote.
They're so similar. They are so similar. It's ridiculous. It almost makes you want to re-vote just to give to Sean because they are so similar.
one triple for William, 0 for Murphy.
Mm.
The homers are pretty close, 21-17, and that's in way less at bats for Murphy, which is cool. Then you got way more walks for William. Slash line, William Contreras 289 to 250. Visually, that's much different. The on base percentage is basically the same. Murphy outslugged him. I was gonna vote for Murphy, and then you swayed me, and now I don't know why I let you sway me.
I don't know why
because
I swayed
think
myself
Murphy's
either.
Better.
Time. We can call time.
Well, time.
This is an important one because
But
of
this
the
is
Silver
bullshit
Daisy.
because now I feel like I'm at the mercy of you, and I don't know if I'm thinking for
You
myself
nominate.
anymore.
You nominate. who you want to nominate.
Because I was all about Murphy. As you were talking about Contreras, you pulled me over to that side. So then I voted, and now
I'm
now
rescinding my vote.
Who have you voted for?
Not sure.
I thought you didn't vote yet.
Yeah, we're gonna start with a clean slate right now. You get the first one here,
All right.
and then I'll let you go second, and then I'll go. That's fine.
William Contreras locked.
Congrats, William Contreras.
I need those
That's
games.
it. We gave it to
I
him.
need those games.
The games does mean something, even if you're DHing. I mean,
We
I
give
don't
Adley
know.
credit for it. I don't know why that doesn't translate.
I'm sorry, Sean Murphy. You were
Well, the
there.
Braves are stacked. They're the best offense.
Yeah.
He's not going to find DH roles there.
But you do get some days off. Your body feels better. William was in there every freaking day, man. Congrats, William. That was a tough one. Holy shnikey. For first base, Paul Goldschmidt in April. Freddie Freeman. The next 4 months. And now we are back. So there is no Silver Daisy here. We have Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman, Matt Olson, Christian Walker with an honorable mention to Paul Goldschmidt.
And I'd like to say I'm proud of the NL first baseman because Pete Alonso with 46 home runs is about to get 0 love.
This can be a quick one, right? It's Freddie Freeman.
Is it?
331 average and a 410 on base with a 976 OPS.
Matt Olson has a 993 OPS.
Yeah, but he's got a 283.
140 runs driven, 139 runs driven.
283 average to 331.
I don't care about that at all.
410 on base to 389.
He had 54 homers to Freddie's 29.
Freddie's is a double hitter.
Wow.
59 doubles.
The slug isn't.
You want the rally to end or keep going?
I am voting for Matt Olson on this right now.
I'm voting for Freddie Freeman. 59 doubles, 29 homers.
Look at you guys.
I got Matt Olson. He's
Quick
got
that
Freddie
round.
Freeman. What do you got?
It's pretty quick that round.
211 hits.
Put it on Jake. It's fine.
I mean, let's appreciate Christian Walker.
Jake.
Matt
it's
Olson also
between
played every
Freddie
single
Freeman
game.
and Matt
Freddie
Olson.
Freeman missed a game.
That
Just
is
one.
big.
161's awesome.
Why did he miss that game?
I don't know.
Crazy.
Did you give birth to somebody?
It's crazy.
Well, you're crazy. Go look at what Cashman's saying.
59 doubles, 27 doubles, 29 homers, 54 homers. The runs are there. God, he drove in a lot, did Matt Olson. One stolen base for Matt Olson.
23 for Freddie.
23 for Frederick.
Jake's such a slut for Olson.
I like that.
Congrats to Freddie Freeman, man.
Wow.
It's not a bad. There's no bad choice there.
Oh, well,
No
he did
bad
make the
choice.
right choice, though.
Stolen bases was the only difference.
Stolen
If
base
stolen
got him.
bases weren't there, I think it's Olson.
Okay. Those are two great first basemen. Can't really go
Great
wrong.
first
Freddie,
baseman. Connected for life.
please start April hot next year, and you have a chance to win a Silver Daisy.
Not interested. Then he'd have to acknowledge us, talk to
All
us.
right.
do this and
In
go.
second base,
This
we
is
have
kinda
had
really
Xander, Dansby. Excuse me, that's wrong. In second base, Luis Ariz because of the 400. And then we had Hassan Kim because he was raking and playing banner defense. Now here we are, and we're talking Ozzy Albies, Luis Ariz, Hassan Kim, and Ketel Marte, with honorable mentions being Nico Horner and Bryson Stott.
Jesus, NL second baseman.
Let's go, NL second baseman.
What? It's a disaster. All 6 of those players are the same.
We have some, like Ozzy Albies is the best offensive second baseman that we have listed here, almost by far.
Arise would like to discuss
Ketel.
that.
Well, I mean,
It's a different form of offense.
different form of offense. Ozzy drove in 109 runs. Is that a true stat? How many runs did this damn team score? A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
OCS is on a good team.
Holy crap. I mean, Ozzy went 30 and 100?
I think I've done this before, and I'm doing this today.
Yeah.
And I'm voting for a rise because I stand for something. And it's a different style of baseball. And if we don't start acknowledging that this style of baseball is good and you need it in a lineup and you can't just have all bop and power, then we're going to go back to 2018, 2019 baseball where it stinks and it's 3 true outcomes. And this is me on a political campaign to bring back the ball in play and vote for Luis Ariz. I just wish his defense wasn't so stinky.
I do feel like
I don't think he should win, and maybe I should have went last and done this when you guys agreed on someone else. But I am voting for Ariz to make this point, to value the ball in play.
I do feel
Interesting. There's an agenda behind our
this
all-JM
is
team.
I am on my soapbox.
I do feel like you've given that same speech, and then you see Ariz as one of the worst defensive players in baseball, and Ha-Sung Kim as one of the best defensive players in baseball. And that changes things.
Yes.
Because on that same soapbox, Trev,
Yeah.
you want better defense in baseball. Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
True.
Yeah. You know Luis Ariz's worst nightmare defensively?
Luis
Himself.
Ariz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Nightmare.
what motivates
That's
him.
what he thinks when he's staying at second. I wish I wasn't hitting.
A team of Luis Ariz versus Luis Ariz.
Do you want to make your pick?
That's a
and then
never-ending
I'll
game.
Figure something out because this one might come down to Bieber's because
Do you
I
think
don't know.
it's Ketel Marte?
I thought you might go there. I think he's got an argument for it. I think that if I had to pick right now, I would go with 2 guys, and Ketel Marte would not be part of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he gets overlooked. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
38
yes,
swipes
yes,
for Ha-Sung Kim.
yes.
Am I a stolen base slut?
You might be.
I like speed and defense.
With incredible defense, I believe he won the Gold Glove.
He
Him
sure
and
did.
Fernando Tatis Jr. both won it for the Padres. Do you want to just do it? Because I'm there with you, Poppy.
Ha-Sung
Kim.
Kim. Ha-Sung Kim. Ha-Sung Kim.
I love.
Because he won the utility Gold Glove.
Well,
The utility's taken care of already.
we'll get there.
I like the way he plays. Offensively, did enough when you can play defense and steal bags like that.
6 NL second basemen are really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Congrats, Ha-Sung Kim. So we'll move on now to the shortstop, and those have been fun.
I do think this one's easy, though.
Shortstop over the course of the year has been Xander, and then it was Dansby, and then Lindor. Now what we have listed here is Bogarts, Lindor, Dansby, Trey Turner with an honorable mention of Orlando Arcia. How about Orlando Arcia starting the All-Star game, or it wasn't All-Star? I don't know if he started it, but wasn't even like going to be the shortstop. Then he was the shortstop, and congrats to him. That was awesome. You're not going to get a pedal today. You said this one's easy, so I think maybe you want to start.
Yeah, I'll tee it up. I do think it's Lindor. I think offensively he almost trumps everyone. It is crazy how close Trey Turner got to him after his really tough start to the season. Lindor also grades out as one of the best defensively, probably right behind Dansby. But Dansby's offensive stats, to me, aren't close enough to match what Lindor did this year. He went 30-30 at shortstop in playing high-level shortstop.
Yeah,
Switch hitter.
I think it's Lindor. I think it's Lindor for sure, too.
You guys are both voting for Lindor?
Yes.
So he's one?
Yeah.
I'll vote for my guy, Trey.
Shout out, Trey.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? I don't want to say this because it's putting a little pressure on my son here. When Teddy slides, he does the Trey Turner. It's
Badass.
I didn't teach him that. Clearly, you guys know I don't have that.
When James slides, it looks like he can barely walk.
Wow.
It just kind of falls.
He was great today.
And for those mad, if you guys didn't already crown Lindor, I would not have done that.
Okay. Right. Moving on to the third baseman of the NL. This went Max Muncy, Candelario.
My guy.
And then our guy.
Yeah.
Our freaking guy, Austin Riley, came and stole it in August.
Sure did.
That
sure
Dude,
did.
he
big old
saved the
buck.
position. The
Yeah.
position was embarrassed. NL third baseman was bad. And then young, thick Austin Riley came in and said, I will save us. Much like Yandy Diaz for the AL. First baseman, Austin Riley, 861 OPS, 516 slugging, 345 on base, 281 average, the highest of all those slash lines of the 4 guys listed in front of us.
I think I like what Riley's done. I think got to mention Nolan Arenado and Manny Machado are also involved in this. Key Brian Hayes, honorable mention. He won the Gold Glove at third base.
Trev, most home runs.
I think
most runs,
I think Manny Machado.
Most RBIs.
I think there's something
walks.
said about Manny Machado in here. I think we can talk about that. I think we can talk about Manny's playing a better defense. I know the OPS isn't there, but Manny had some counting stats with him as well. We had
Can I say something?
30 homers to 91 driven in. Austin Riley had 37 to 97 driven in. Even on that prolific Atlanta offense, the games played 138 for Manny, 159 for Austin.
Do you mind if I tell you about Austin Riley's second half?
Yeah, tell
brought
me.
him into this discussion that won him the All-JM third base spot.
Talk to me.
70 games in the second half of the baseball season. 300 batting average, 368 on base, a 601 slug, 968 OPS. He's young, thick.
Do you think Manny Machado gets some points for being on like the dumpster fire team and just being like, I'm still putting up some numbers?
No,
or do you
he's
think
supposed
he
to be
was
the leader of that team.
Okay. So you were
the
going.
closest we've ever been to ghosts.
Is that not supposed to be happening right now? Oh,
Beebs, did a siren go off in your ear?
yes.
Yeah.
I think that hit one of the noises.
The sound effect. It would have been awesome if that's how the
That's haunted. I think Beeb's laugh knocked it over.
I don't know what just happened. Okay,
The
so wait.
soundboard fell and it hit a sound effect.
hit the end show scene.
Maybe we gotta get out of here. You sound like you're voting for Austin Riley.
So
You
are
sound
you.
like you're voting for Austin Riley.
I only see one name on the list.
I will vote for Manny Machado just because.
I hate
Okay.
him.
You know,
I
I'm
wanna
not
say
one for
something-
throwaway votes.
I want to say something, honestly.
I don't think it's a throwaway.
I hate and love our sucker throwaway votes.
I don't think it's a
pure.
I don't think it's a throwaway vote. I just don't. I don't.
Can I tell you something I'm excited for?
We were in
We're talking about
maybe
the
tomorrow
most
night.
prolific offense since the 1927 Yankees, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, Austin Riley's counting stats are great and all that stuff. Like Manny Machado was doing that in less games on a really crappy team, and sometimes you got to give a little bit of love to that. Maybe it was his fault that they weren't where they were supposed to be,
Young
but
Vic's almost got an extra 20 games, and I think a lot of the other just
hey, snaps
are there.
for Young Thick. We like him. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate a little bit. Now we get into the nitty gritty, and before we do that,
Trev, we might have a couple of these tomorrow. Noche, Blue Moon.
I need it now.
Blue Moon. It was literally brewed by baseball.
In a baseball stadium.
That's crazy.
In Coors Field. They were like, should
I've
we
been
put
there.
together a good team? No, let's make beer. And they made a pretty awesome beer with Blue Moon.
I got that one late.
Blue Moon's Belgian white.
Shout out Brent Doyle and Nolan Jones.
Refreshing flavor. And also, they're making a light one now. The Light Sky Blue Moon. You know, if you're trying to check your figure a little bit before this holiday season, comes in the skinny can, which I always like that. It's like you're taking a step, taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
The holiday seasons are coming. They're here. And have some Blue Moon with them. And why don't you get it delivered? Get.bluemoonbeer.com/baseball. Check out their delivery options for that Belgian wheat style ale, you know. The Light Sky and the Moon Haze they're cranking out. That sounds like a Trevor Plouffe beer. That's get.bluemoonbeer.com/baseball. Click the link. Get yourself a Blue Moon today.
I think I won't have one directly after this episode because I will. Let's just go do some housekeeping here. Mookie Betts will not be listed with the Outfielders. He's going to win the utility position to just give snaps for Mookie, right?
Holy smokes. That was quick.
Yeah, Mookie won the utility.
Well, I was going to vote for Spencer Steer.
No, he's
Did
out.
he see us?
No.
Was that on camera?
Did you make contact?
I didn't make. Did you make eye contact? Did you make eye contact? Did anyone make eye contact?
It doesn't matter. We're in a show.
I was asking
We're doing our
physical.
job. He's doing
No
his
physical,
job.
but it was crazy.
That wasn't a ghost. That I know of.
Camera, I think, picked that up.
We were a ghost, or he was a ghost.
Well,
I think we're ghosts there.
we're all just atoms, so that's something to think about. We do
We need a center fielder.
have a Silver Daisy probable with Ronald Acuna Jr. because he has won it every single month.
Oh,
Corbin
wow.
Carroll missed out on April because Brandon Marsh and James Outman went off. So Corbin Carroll had it every single month except for April. Mookie Betts
Oh God.
was also not in April. Didn't have a decent one, but these other guys had better. And Tyro Estrada played better UTIL that thing. So whatever. Acuna Jr. has a chance to win the Silver Daisy, and I'm pretty
You can't
sure
do the team without him.
he's going to get the Silver Daisy. So we just snaps for him.
He'd look good in one. He'd wear one.
He'd wear it.
We should
So
just start sending him the mail.
his numbers.
They don't even know what it is. They just think we're like a jewelry company
Right.
that's promoting ourselves via them. But it's fake for sure.
His numbers are nuts. His offensive numbers are crazy. I've never seen a Fangraphs offensive WAR. It's 71.7. That jumps off the page to me. But he had 735 plate appearances, which is just fucking awesome. 40 homers. We know about the bags. He's still 73. So it's 41 and a 73. No one's ever done 40-50 before.
Yeah.
No one's ever done 40-60. Obviously, he's in a category of his own, so he gets the daisy there.
Wait, hold on. So you did UTIL, and we gave Acuna an outfield spot. But we haven't done center field
We
yet.
have to give a center fielder and then one other
I
outfielder.
nominate Cody Bellinger.
Okay.
So the three center fielders that we have listed here are Cody Bellinger, Brandon Nimmo, and Friedel
TJ Friedel
for the
baby.
Cincinnati Reds. That's who they are, right? Cody Bellinger is probably our guy in that. I don't think it's...
Nemo's not stealing bags. Friedel did. 274, 279, 307 for Cody. Wow.
Okay.
56. Nimmo and him and Friedel are on base. 525 slugging is a different number than the other guys have.
Cody's been a little behind on games all year, but the last 2 months that was the case, and he won it the last 2 months.
Friedel's got 27 bags compared to Cody's 20 bags. Huh. It's closer than I thought. It's closer than I thought with Friedel. How about that? Huh?
Alec Thomas.
Okay, he's out.
Never heard of him.
I think the counting stats are just so far in front for Cody Bellinger that we kind of have to do it. Less games, but he's got much more runs driven in, much more runs scored. He's got him in homers. He's got him in doubles. He's got him in hits. I'm going Cody Bellinger for center fielder. So
You're out, Jake.
do you want to put somebody in?
Throw it away.
I said Alec Thomas.
Alec Thomas,
Okay.
congratulations on your vote. That's not shady at all.
So we need another.
one more outfielder
These
now.
throwaway votes. I don't know about them.
And I think it comes
And
down
Mookie's
to two.
out,
It
so
comes
then
down to
it's
two cats.
two cats.
Corbin Carroll and Juan Soto. Maybe Tatis if you're a real sicko.
You like Nolan Jones?
You know, I like Nolan Jones, but he played 106 games and the other guys had better years.
Okay.
Not to get, analytical on you.
So,
I don't know about the better years part. Nolan Jones.
So
That's
Corbin
insane.
Carroll runs it on F-WAR. He's a little bit higher, like half a WAR higher than Juan Soto. Are those the two guys that you're thinking?
Wait, I have a situation.
Okay.
Why don't I vote for Juan Soto like I'm going to vote, and Jake vote for Corbin Carroll like he's going to vote, and then you just figure it out.
Okay. If that's going to be the situation, is that it? Did you cast your vote?
I'm liking where Soto's numbers ended up.
Played a buck 62.
I am. Do people not know?
Are you doing that?
God, 54 swipes.
Are you doing that? Because I'm doing Corbin Carroll.
Do it. I'm a Juan Soto.
Well, I know you want Juan Soto for your Yanks. I understand.
No.
that.
But even before Yankees, whenever I've been a Juan Soto enthusiast, where I kind of perk up.
And here's an interesting question for you. Right now,
Yeah.
let's just say contracts are the exact same, although freaking Corbin Carroll has a team-friendly
I don't even
deal.
see money. Yeah.
Let's just say no money involved,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to pick one of these guys for the next 5 years. Are you 100% picking Juan Soto?
At what I know about them right now,
Yes.
yeah, I'm picking Juan Soto.
Okay.
He's still pretty young, and he's got not a knock. He's got 6 years of proving
Yeah.
that he can do it.
Yeah.
Where Corbin Carroll's got 1.
Yeah.
So I could be wrong, but I mean, just like the
And Corbin's not exactly like the best outfielder. Like people run all over him.
meanwhile Soto out there might as well be riding a horse.
Soto's
He
tough
hits the
out there.
balls.
It's tough out there. Okay.
But yeah, I
The
just
swipes are a thing. I don't know.
um,
I think the power is like real with Corbin Carroll.
on
Obviously, there's
base
with Soto as well.
don't slump, Trev.
I'd agree with that.
And Soto's one of the best.
Yeah.
So not a knock on Corbin Carroll at all, but
I
there's just much
agree with
more
Juan Soto
knowing,
in
yeah.
that discussion as well. I don't know where we landed. I went Corbin Carroll.
I went Juan Soto.
So Jake is deciding now. The 54 bags persuaded me as well. That's a game changer.
I keep getting got by that. They both don't play a great outfield. Juan Soto with the 400 on base.
Why doesn't Corbin Carroll play a better outfield?
It's a
For
good
how
question.
fast he is. Almost
The
weird.
arm is bad, which I also don't understand.
I don't really understand that either.
understand that.
And I don't, yeah, and
Jake, I'm going to put a timer on you, bro. 10,
shit, dude.
Said just Corbin's outfield play is at least weird.
9,
Good or bad,
8, 7,
I think
6,
all in all,
5,
for the 2023 season,
4,
I do think Corbin Carroll had a better season.
3, 2, 1.
My
Corbin
guy
Carroll.
Juan.
Congratulations, Corbin Carroll, Cody Bellinger, and Ronald Acuna Jr. You guys took home the pedal, and for Juan, the Silver Daisy. Moving on to DH in the NL, which is always fun to say nowadays. It was Andrew McCutchen in April. Shout out Cutch. JD Martinez, Jorge Soler, JD Martinez, and then our guy Bryce took over.
Oh, boy. Do I get the vote for Bryce?
Listed on our sheet, it is Harper, Martinez, Marcell Ozuna, and Jorge Soler. Not listed is Andrew McCutchen. Tough. The average is for Bryce Harper. He hit 293. The games played are all around the same. Ozuna played 144 games, not all at DH, I don't think. But I don't think games played really comes into effect here. Ozuna did hit 40 taters. Jorge Slay 36. Harper only hit 21. The slug was not there for him. I don't think he hit his first homer until when? When was that?
he had only 3 homers for
The arm was the arm.
Yeah, he did
recovery.
That's a great point that like people will need to remember about Bryce Harper. He had Tommy John, and like that's crazy to me. So I don't know where you guys stand. I'm leaning Harper in here. He does have the 400 on base percentage. He almost 345 that with a 293, 401, 499.
Hey, I didn't know the NLDHs got down like this. I didn't know this is my vote, but my vote is for Marcell Ozuna.
He's got the higher OPS, the higher slug.
And that's it for him as a player.
40 homers. Like, if you want to bring Harper into the conversation, he had 21 home runs this year.
40 and 100.
Good ones, though.
For Marcell.
Good ones.
They were good home runs when he hit them, but
Ozuna's got some, at least 10 cheapies. So it's really like 30 to 20. And Ozuna, maybe not the best role model.
he's not.
I'm going to go Bryce Harper. The walk percentage is there.
I'm going to let BBD vote for me.
Okay. So Bryce Harper for me, Marcell Ozuna for old Jakey boy.
This is about proxy vote. BBD is going to step in for me.
This is almost rude of you.
It is.
Yeah. He's struggling over there. He doesn't want to do it.
Doesn't have pants on either.
Wow. With pride and glee, BBD has voted for Ozuna.
Snaps for Marcell.
strong use of that play.
And the last position on the All-JM team, the last 5 minutes that we're going to be talking about the 2023 season.
And then it's
guys.
over.
And then we step into 2024, where Craig Counsell is going to be the difference maker, according to his GM. Zach Gallen, Clayton Kershaw, Justin Steele, and then Blake Snell. It's been a smorgasbord of people on the list. And right now we have listed on our sheet Zach Gallen, Kodai Senga, Blake Snell, Justin Steele, and Zach Wheeler.
Kodai Senga.
Now, Zach Gallen's the only guy listed. Shout out Spencer Strider and Logan Webb for being honorable mention. On our sheet, the only guy going over 200 innings is Zach Gallen, who went 210. But I'll let you guys kind of start the convo. Blake Snell's
I'll get
ERA
ahead of this.
is
You know my flavor of ice cream. What
Snellzilla.
Snell did this year is silly. I know it looks different, but give me the end result, and the end result was a
You honestly,
2.25 ERA.
you can't even knock the FIP or the WHIP because he told you I'm going to walk guys on purpose this year and lean into it, become the nightmare and fight back. Oh, I'm down in the count. Take your base. I'm starting over. Anyone that's played video games as a kid can appreciate how Blake Snell pitched. Bad at bat begins, fucking reset, go to first. I don't give a shit. I'm going to get the next guy. So his FIP and his whip are not great, but that's by design. He leaned into his weakness and turned it into a strength. Why would I give you a cookie and try to fight back to get in this count when I can just put you on first? You're not going to steal because I'm a lefty, I'll get the next guy. So usually you look at the FIP and the whip and you're like, this isn't good. This is unsustainable. But that's what his plan was. Well, you know what's unsustainable? Throwing bad pitches and bad counts. So I'm voting for Blake Snell. I don't know if anyone else could possibly do what he did. It's very odd.
Blake Snell.
Yeah.
So I get to throw just a vote in. Congratulations, Blake Snell, by the way. A hell of a season.
Does that irk you as a FIP and whip guy? That...
I'm not really a FIP and whip guy. I don't know.
You don't. You like
I can
FIP.
be. I
you
can
like
be.
FIP.
Pitchers like
be.
FIP.
You
Pitchers
like-
like
he has
FIP. So
been.
that's why
I don't know why pitchers like.
referenced it.
I want to know why pitchers like FIP because
'Cause
they're
they can control
basically
it.
tennis players. They're not playing a team sport.
Yeah,
out there.
that's the one thing that they think is in their control, whatever that means. I will throw my vote. Snell, Zilla, my guy, I love you so much.
You're
Congratulations.
not voting for Blake Snell
I'm not.
When
I'm
he
not.
sees this clip.
I'm not. I love Zilla. Congratulations on your walk. You're doing this. You're about to get paid. Fucking awesome, bro. I'm gonna go Zach Wheeler. I love watching him pitch.
Wow.
I love watching him pitch. Made all the starts he needed to make. There's some numbers here. I think Zilla really, like you said, the 5 walks per 9 is so much, and he maybe have lent into it a little bit, but it's. I just think about standing out there, and it does strike out people, but I'd be standing like, gosh, man, I hurry this game up. I'm going Zach Wheeler, but Blake Snell, congratulations.
Good job.
And that's it, guys.
Man.
That's it.
So how many silver daisies do we get? Ronald Acuna Jr. got one, and Yandy Diaz got one, and Marcus Simeon. So 3 silver daisies, and the ghost is back.
Proud of them.
Boy. I think we're the ghosts. We were unrecognizable.
Thank you, guys. 2023.
See you in 2024.
gone.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
24
We'll be back next week.
and next week.
Yeah, but talking about next year.
Will this prize
Jake sucks.
free agent end up on your team?
You wore that hat the entire time?
Chris Collins.
I thought that was a gag.
Were we live?
No. I can just read it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks good. It looks good on him.
It doesn't look good on him.
I'm wearing that. Key West.
I'm starving.